Hi, it's Janet, and I'm getting ready to take my makeup off and show you my nighttime routine after a long day. It's been a heck of a day because I managed to do a video this morning, to get all my errands run, shopping done, house cleaning done, everything, in spite of having a migraine. So, go migraines. They're so much fun. So, everybody that I know talks about which do you do first. Do you use facial cleansing gloss? Do you use makeup remover? What do you use? Well, let me show you what I don't use, okay? So, I bought this just to show you. This is waterproof eye makeup remover. Now, the reason I don't use it is because it's oil-based, okay? I can barely even read the ingredients on it, but it's mineral oil-based product to remove your makeup. Now, you can put a cracker in mineral oil, and it'll still be there in 10 years, hard as anything. It doesn't dissolve, it leaves your face feeling greasy, and it clogs your pores. That's why I don't use mineral oil, but I didn't pay much for that, okay? I bought it on the sale rack, didn't pay much, but I bought it just to show you. I'm not going to damage the brand because I use some of their other products, but I just want you to know, don't use a mineral oil based makeup remover. They're horrible. There's so many other ways you can go, and I'm just going to show you kind of the steps that I do. My first step is I use a cloth, okay? You can use any cloth. You can use baby wipes. I've used, in a pinch, definitely used baby wipes. So I'm using a makeup remover cloth. Down below at the end of the video, you're going to find every link to every product I use at the end of my day. So, I'm just going to take my makeup off real quick. Okay, so I used my cloth to take off my mascara, and all I really had on today was mascara, a little bit of blush, and some eyeshadow. So you can see, there's my mascara. I like these cloths. They're called Dissolve the Day. So my next step, it's micellar water because it helps clean your pores. So shake up your micellar water. People don't seem to know you're supposed to. Shake it up, get it on your pads. I always use cotton pads for my micellar water. Some people use a washcloth or something. I don't recommend that. Anyway, even though all I used was my little bit of blush and my mascara, I still go over everything with my micellar water because just the dirt and grime from the day. You can see I had a little bit of eyeshadow on. So I go over it more than once. I always go over it twice. Even though I'm definitely using more than one step today. There's my second one. And you don't have to buy a super expensive micellar water as long as it just says micellar water, okay? Doesn't have to break the bank to work. Put it back there on my little shelf. So, what I do go through a ton of are these little pads. But you can see I got more off with it. So my next step, I use it in the morning and I use it at night, is my toner. Lots of different brands have toners. Spray it on your cloth. Your toner is going to help cleanse your skin, and it also tightens your skin, okay? Now, if there's any dirt or any impurities, that's going to help get it. I always seem to around my nose, but it's pretty clean, so I did pretty good. So that's my next step. I just want to show you. Now, if you were just doing a really quick basic, this would be where you would use your spot remover, your night cream, whatever it is, but I want to do a mask, so I'm going to show you how I do my mask. Okay, so tonight I'm using a brightening mask. Make sure if you're using a mask, you keep it away from your eyes. That is really important. I always use some sort of little dippy stick to use, okay? Put it on, and because I'm a firm believer that your fingers work best, for anything. You don't want this in your mouth either, by the way. But near your mouth is fine. So get it right around the edge there. And then you do the other side. I like to do a brightening mask about, well, maybe once a month. They help with dark spots, age spots. So I use my brightening products on a regular basis, but I use a brightening mask also. And there's all sorts of good brightening masks. I'll put a link to this one down below. I'm really happy with the way it works. And yes, I am doing it on my neck. You know what I always say, if you use it on your face, use it on your neck too, and your decolletage. I'm going to get down there also, so give me a second. I just got to get my forehead. So you get right down in there. Try to keep it out of your hair. For me, my hair is so light that it's a challenge to keep it out of my hair. So, make sure I get my temples. So this also tightens a little. I like a tightening mask more in the morning and a brightening mask more in the evening. Gives them time to work. You know it's working when it's starting to dry out. This particular one takes about 20 minutes. And I'm going to use it here because I've had so many sunburns right through this area that this really does help. I've noticed that it's lightened up the sunburn over the last, I'll say, year or so that I've been doing it. Even though I'm still out in the sun all the time. And I still use sun care, but you know, when you take 50 years of getting sunburns on your neck and chest, it takes a long time to heal the skin, and it is helping. So there's where I'm at, and there's where I'm going to be for probably the next 20 minutes or so. So I think it's all nice and even. Now, what I usually do right now is, after I put this all back together, this is where I'm going to take and soak my feet, remove my nail polish off my toes. If I'm getting a manicure tomorrow, which I am, it's time to get my nails redone. So that's the type of thing that I do so that I'm not talking and messing any of this up right now. So that's kind of my goal, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Bye. Okay, I'm back. My face is dry. You probably can't see it, but it really is. Nothing sticky. The masks that I use aren't the big black masks that people always see on TV. I've rarely used those because I don't like the effect they have on my face. So I use what I'm comfortable with, and they're the kind that brighten or tighten. I don't need the big pore removing, pore blackhead removing masks. So find a mask that works for you. If you need advice on a mask, by all means contact me. I'm more than happy to help you find a good mask for you, because there are different types of masks. So here's how I remove my masks, no matter what it is. If it's a peel off mask, peel the mask off first, of course. So most of mine are wash off masks. I have my warm water, clean washcloth. I do not use soap. My hair is, of course, pulled back out of my way. And I set a timer for 20 minutes. And by the time I got back here and sat down and the camera turned on, it was about 23 minutes. So it's good time. My pugs have settled into their spot. Be careful when you're wiping to wipe away from your eyes so that you don't get anything in your eyes as you're removing. And you can see it's coming off. It's very thin. It's not a heavy mask. But again, I don't feel the need for a heavy mask with my skin. And this is a brightening mask that I use. This is not a pore or blackhead remover or a skin tightening mask. So it's a light mask to begin with. It feels really good. It moisturizes too. I've noticed that about it. But I do follow up with a routine that I use. I just like to make sure that I get all of it off. Make sure everything comes clean. And you can tell by the way your skin feels if there's masks still on. Once you've done them, my hair's everywhere, I know. But you can tell by the way everything feels. See, I feel clean. So, everything's nice and clean. If you need to get some off, I recommend using micellar water again, because it's just an easy, quick, you don't have to rinse micellar water. If you're camping, take micellar water with you and some makeup pad, makeup remover pads, these little cotton pads like this. Take some of these with you and some micellar water. They're great for camping to clean up. You keep your face clean. So, my next step that I'm going to do tonight, because I like this combination with the brightening mask that I use, is my truffle oil. So I always have to make sure I do it right, and I do. And do a couple pumps with the truffle oil. You can see that going on. I usually do it right-handed, so doing it left-handed feels really weird, I tell you. And this gets rubbed in and left. Okay, it doesn't get washed off for quite some time. I've noticed a lot of people using these first thing in the morning. So this is a two-step one. You put that on and then you activate it with the other side. Makes your skin feel really good, really hydrated. And it's called a duet, truffle duet. So let me just double check and see what they recommend. It just says massage it in, you know. So I pump it on, do the two steps, make sure my hands are clean. And I've noticed that some people are doing this in the morning before they put their makeup on. I've seen a lot of videos of people doing this, but I don't know that I would want this in the morning before my makeup. So this is literally just the only step. And then I will moisturize again later tonight. Okay, so that's it. If you don't have anything like this, make sure you moisturize after you use a mask. Okay, so I hope you have a great